Hello, Interpersonal. Welcome to week 3. In week 3, we're going to be looking at something called the communication process model. What that means is it's a way to scientifically look at communication, just like if you were in a science class and you were trying to figure out how cells divide, right? You would look at a model. In the same way, we're going to do the look at school, or we're going to look at communication from a scientific perspective. What are all the things that are involved in order to have communication? What sort of things should we be thinking about as communicators if we're going to do it right? So I'm going to take you through your week. Feel free to look in these chapters or these folders as I kind of describe them. Monday, you're going to watch a lecture. Monday, I made a video on my iPad where I'm going through what the communication process is and things that you need to pay attention to when you're speaking to another person. While I'm doing that, you have to do the chapter 2 notes. That's a blank version of the communication process model, and you just fill it out as I talk through it. If the best way to do that probably is to split your iPad screen or put the video on your phone or computer and then fill out the communication process on your iPad using something like Notability. If you'd prefer to read instead of listen, you can read chapter 2 from the old textbook that we used to use. On Tuesday, there's a study guide assignment. Basically what that is, you download that into Notability and you're going to think about and draw pictures and just use your mind in different ways to write out the different parts of the communication process model. So this is just a PDF that you go through, just like a worksheet, and then make sure you submit that when you're done. Wednesday is an article that you're going to read about robots and how they're communicating. And so now you're going to start to put that model that we're learning about and apply it to different scenarios. So you're going to read that article, make sure that you annotate that article in Notability the way that the assignment is telling you to. I'll just pull it up quick and you can see it's asking you to highlight points that you find interesting. Find a point that is related to this idea, and then make sure you're uploading it in here so we can check and make sure that you're doing the reading that you need to do. So that's Wednesday. Thursday, you're going to make a drawing. You're going to make your own drawing. So you're going to take the communication process model and apply it to a real life scenario. You just have to think about, it can be an environment that you're in or somebody else or hypothetical, but you're going to draw that on Notability or Jamboard, or if you prefer to just draw it in your notebook and take a picture and upload it, that's cool too. But you have to make sure you're using the communication process model as your guide and include specific things in your drawing. Friday, there's a communication process quiz. You're going to take that. Don't put a ton of pressure on yourself. Just do your best. And it's basically going to draw your attention back to the things that we talk about this week with regard to the communication process and some things that are true or false about actual communication. And then the last thing to do on Friday is some reflection questions, just getting you to think back through your week and what you learned and apply your learning. So that's week 3, sorry. There's a lot of little things, so make sure that you are on top of what you need to do each day. Don't wait till the last day. You can see these assignments aren't due until Friday, but that's when they're going in the grade book. So if I were you, even if it says due Friday, I would do it on the day that it's assigned to make sure you're on top of your schoolwork. And if it has a due date by it, it's probably going in the grade book. So I would make sure to have my stuff done. I will update grades probably on Wednesday and Friday this week. So just make sure you're on your ball. Have a great week.